Hey, let's play some Orbi 2. I'm feeling like getting into this again. Let's come here and start a brand new game. Come here to Michigan. Now, how do I want to play it this time? I'm going to play with historical civilizations. So the basic civilizations will start where they normally do. And it's going to be on hard. Now when I start the game, I'm going to turn the hard difficulty up to 100%. So we'll take this and we'll move it to the max. Whoops. Okay, so get used to the buttons. I'm going to turn it on slow. Okay, time is moving. Now my population is 13,000. So let me move my buttons around here really quick. This time I'm going to organize them in color code. I'm going to put all my blue ones down here towards the bottom. No. All the blue ones are going to be on the back. The purple ones are going to be the closest into the bottom like this. And then gold ones will be in the middle. No, green ones will be in the middle. Gold ones will be towards the front. The gold ones are the ones I'm going to put research investment into. So I'm going to put all my political power into hunter-gathering. I'm going to put the difficulty probably just up here in the top corner like this. Put it over here out of the way. Okay, so 5840 BC. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to push for fishing. I want fishing to be my first technology. I get my fishing boats out and I can get some seamen. So I'll click my population and see I only have 2% priests and the rest are nomads. So just priests and nomads. And my hunter-gathering is 0.07 increase every cycle. Or per second, or whatever. I'm going to keep my difficulty over here in the State Department. Wish I could get rid of it, but keep it being active. If I remove it, it removes the difficulty part. So here is my sailing techniques and my seaman class. And then they're going fishing. So I'm going to come here and put a bunch of culture investment into it. Good. Now the next thing I'm going to research is going to be animal husbandry. Wait a minute. I'm going to come down here and try to colonize Ohio. Okay, so I don't have enough population to colonize Ohio. So I'm going to come north to Quebec, and can't do that either. Alright, yeah, so I'm going to push for animal husbandry. It's for year 5690 BC. And my hunter-gathering techniques is up to 10. Sailing techniques is at 6, almost 7. That's going to boost my fishing. See, I click my fishing, and I look here, sailing techniques pushes it up 0.01, and it's being increased by 0.01. So if I didn't have fishing techniques here as high as it is, it wouldn't go up to the next level. I'm going to keep this on max. I'm going to invest sailing techniques on max. I don't want to invest in fishing. Fishing will invest into itself. I'm mainly going to invest in the purple and gold bars. And I'm going to leave the green ones to grow by themselves. Unless there's certain situations that call for some other reason for me to change what I do. So now animal husbandry is almost finished. And I don't want to use any of these policies. This time around in my run, I'm going to use taxes. They'll be low. I'll just keep the taxes on the basic level that they pop up as. But I'm going to use that to keep my military going, so I'm prepared for war. Last time I lost. So here I have husbandry techniques, and I have my live animal husbandry. Awesome. I'm going to put lots of investment into here and here. So my 3 food producing methods: hunting, gathering, and fishing. Now I have an elite class. They're growing. The aristocracy. So just a bunch of aristocrats in here for now. And let's see, the next thing I want, I'm spending a whole lot of points into my focuses here. And I'm going to go ahead and turn off my investments. And I'm going to go for agriculture. I think these are good where they are. Except sailing. I want to keep doing sailing. I want to push for that. I want my fishing industry to be really high. And all of those contribute to my food. And I thought about ignoring the background and putting my things like wherever I wanted them. But whenever I unlock new shit in that department, it moves everything around all weird. And it's just better to keep them inside of their regions. And there's no music. What the heck? There was just music. Oh no, I hear it. It's just really low. Alright, so I'll keep it on 54. I think that's fine. That might be too loud. I'll put it down to 50. Go down to 40. 45. Alright, yeah, whatever. That's fine. It's the year 5370 BC, and my agriculture is almost done. And look at my population. I have 50,000 people. Okay, so I unlocked agriculture. So here's my agriculture techniques. I have a peasant class. My peasants is 1.82. Wonder if I can, I can lock the node. I can lock the node and I can change the size. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna keep that really big. Let's see now, what am I going for? I'm gonna go for a colony if I can. And I'll do Ohio first. Yes, it will let me. Awesome. So I'm going to come here and clear all my investments. And now I have stability unlocked with elite satisfaction and elite class. And a popular satisfaction's unlocked too. I'll keep this over here. I'll put this over here. Yeah, make sure it's on max and highest invested. It says invested plus 100 investment in difficulty. I have no army, so I'm going to come here and I'm going to do, I need civil crafts. So I'm going to turn my civil crafts up so I can start to make military, start to make war crafts. It says up here, no army, and engage contact with Wazihi. So there's a new nation over here, Wazihi. It just popped up, and I can talk to them. Come to my diplomacy and see. Tendency, mostly cultural. Okay, yeah, I forgot to mention at the beginning of the game, there's 2 mods that I downloaded. It's called Disable Culture and Disable Religion. That's why I'm not having those pop-ups come up to ask me what kind of bonuses and shit that I have, because I have them turned off. That's why there's no pop-ups and there's no events. It's just not my thing. No matter what game I play, I don't like pop-ups and events too much. I just like the game to cruise on by. And I came into contact with them early, a lot earlier than I thought. And I have these civil crafts pushed all the way up. And I'm not going to play on fast. I never do. I always play on slow speed. I like to be in the moment for as long as I can be, so I can study the situation, which is always a good attitude to have regardless of the situation you're in. So I got all my stuff set up. I've just unlocked my tool supply and my raw materials. And I'm going to change this. I'm going to go back to putting my people. I'll put my peasant class over here in the middle. I'm going to put my tools in the middle. I'm going to put all my classes of people down here into the middle. Foreign population, heathen population, my nomads. Let's see, what else do I have? Do I have laborers? No. And that's it. Those are all the different people I have. Now there's crime. I've unlocked crime. And now I do have civil crafts. So I'm going to unlock military crafts. Put my culture, my political points in there all the way. And then I can finally build my army. I ran into a new civilization a lot sooner than I did last time. So now I have centralized government, which I know from experience I want to put this on maximum. The central government generates political power, so I can start to have more investments going on. So now I have music and military crafts and weapons technology, faith and culture. So now I'll go to my policies. I'm going to turn on my infantry recruitment. I'll get that going. And I'm also going to put taxation in kind, and that's going to pay for my infantry. Alright, so I have a soldier class. And weapons technology. Taxation in kind is on 15. I want to put this over here. Same with infantry. My forces I'm going to put right here. With the button right here next to it. So now here I've unlocked corruption. So I'm going to take corruption, put it on minimum, and put all my investment to put it down to 0. Try to keep it there as long as I can on 0. So now I'm making enough money. I'm going to put my archers into place. So I'll have infantry and archers. There we go. Missile forces. So put my infantry recruitment there and my missile recruitment there. Now I have weapons technology. Cool, cool. So I'm going to come up north and colonize Quebec. I should have done that sooner. I'm also going to go east and colonize Michigami. Massachusetts. It's called Massachusetts. That's what I'll coastline plain. My population now is 3 million, but it is falling. But that's fine. It goes up and down in cycles, at least until I hit the industrial age. And I'm going to hit the industrial age this time. I'm not going to lose this time, and this is going to be episode 1 of finally a series, I hope. Technically, if I do everything right, and I get to the end of time, on the end of the technology tree, you can play this game infinitely, and you can get a couple trillions population. Depending on where you are. Maybe not trillion, you get billions. I'm going to try to get 1,000,000,000,000. But I do have a famine going on, which is why my population's going down. So now I only have 2.7 million and shrinking. That's alright. Let's see, what am I going to push for? I got my military. I'm doing my colonial deal. I am going for 2 at a time. Okay, one of them's done, it looks like. No, it's not done yet. No, it is. I'm not exactly sure. So I am going for that one. I'm going to come over here and colonize either a second or third one. I don't care. I have plenty of resources, and the more I expand, the better. I'm also going to build my palace. And I'm going to take the slavery institution and put a big X mark right over that. You know, if I don't research slavery later, I might not be able to research like anti-slavery or whatever. I don't want it to begin with. So here's my palace, the Chieftain's Lodge. And I'm going to go ahead and keep it invested on number 5 here. And it looks like I'm only losing money because I am expanding, which is totally fine. What's up with this frontier outpost? Population settlement. The settlement of empty or sparsely. Oh, it must have filled up. So okay, that's gone. Back to making money. So what now? What to change? Here's my companies. I just unlocked small shops. I am going to put my full high priority investment into crafting techniques. That'll help with my military goods and all my tools and stuff, which I know is a hard thing to keep up, which makes me want to unlock mathematics. Mathematics would be a good idea, so I'm going to push that through. It's the year 4500 BC, and I have 1.8 million people. The population's still falling. My food is going up, and I'm going to push for this granary. It's going to cost money, but I do want that granary. Granary is going to help with my food when there's famines and stuff. It'll help my population not shrink so fast. And I do have mathematics, basic counting. I'm going to put it on high investment. Put a bunch of political points in here, 0.6. Okay, here's my granary. So my granary, I'm going to spend the money and I'm going to try to push it as high as I can until I run out of money. Now I have overland trade, local paths. My civil crafts are foundational, primitive, and basic. Agriculture is emerging, and hunting and gathering is established. Fishing is still emerging, and I just unlocked trade expertise. And crafting techniques is just basic tools. Here's my artisan class. I'm going to put these guys down here. Let's see now. I just unlocked something. Here's my mathematics. That's going to help with my technologies over here. And it shows I'm heavily investing in my granary still. My stability is going down, but that's fine. I now have court language, which is basic formalities. Making some money. Let me go to my policies here, and I'm going to put in my trade tax. So I'll turn this investment on. That'll give me a little more money. I can colonize faster. And it looks like I'm not colonizing anything. So I'm going to go west. I'm going to go into the Mississippi Basin. Here's my trade tax. It starts off on 5. So now, since I colonized Mississippi, I can see the empire of Kawa and Wazahi is back. I lost contact with them for a while, and now I am living in sedentism, the gradual shift from nomadic existence to settled agricultural life. 70% of my population are still nomads, and I just unlocked public health and noble officers and disciplined army. I have religious monuments, natural sacred sites for my religious monuments, passive preaching for my religious conversion, and religious ceremonies. My faith, I still don't have any faith, but here's my priest class, so I'll put them down here towards the center of the population. And everything looks pretty solid. I'm still gaining cultural points, so I'm going to go ahead and colonize something else right now. I'll go for Tinacomac. Sinacomac. Slow assimilation. And I'm not going to put these on maximum. They're fine right where they are, right where they start. That way I can go for Appalachia also. So I got 1, 2, 3 colonies going. And I'm also going to go north. No, I'm going to chill out. 3 is enough. 3 is enough. And I'm going to look at my buttons over here. I still don't see anything that I want. There's one building that does things like automatically, and I really want that one. Citizen rights is something I want too. I forget what it's called, but when it pops up, I'll see it. Okay, so I have medicine. So I'll put that over here. And I have lingua franca. Limited exchange lingua franca. Now, my music has complex compositions now. My mathematics is basic counting. I need to unlock writing. I don't have writing yet, and I can't have it yet either. Whatever. I'm going to give the elites some land. So I'll unlock elite land. Hopefully that'll make them a little happier. I'm also going to put... Oh, that already is. Let me check crafting techniques. Yeah. And I don't have any more political power to invest, so that's fine. Elite land, modest estates. So here's my granary. It's on 20. You can get up to 151. I'm going to continue to invest in my granary really heavily. It helps the investment class, investment in granary, grain pits, storehouses, and warehouses that preserve food between harvests, raises the maximum amount of food your civilization can hold. In a larger state, each level of granary developed goes further since there's more land to draw surplus from. And as I grow my empire, these things here, these flora, arable land, luxury resources, raw materials, all of this stuff. Oh, here's my merchant class. As I colonize more land, all this stuff increases. So I look and see that I found the city of Mississippi Delta. It's one of my neighbors. So things are starting to get tight here around here. I just found tin. Here's my laborer class. And I have extraction techniques, a copper ore. So I found tin and copper. Cool, cool. Epidemic resistance has just opened up, as well as theology. So my theology, animalistic beliefs. I'm spending culture in slow assimilation, 2.10, and I only have negative 4.4. So I'm going to put a bunch of research into theology, and I'll get my priests up and my heathens down, and my faith up, at least by 1 point, hopefully. It's the year 3880 BC, and I have 7 million people and growing, bigger than ever before. I can come here to my state size. It says large state. It lowers my national unity. Let's see, there should be religious conversion. I should put full investment into religious conversion. So I'll do that. And now I have writing. Where's my assimilation? I don't think I have it yet. I do have organized religion and formal clergy. And my writing is just basic symbols. My mathematics is up to simple arithmetic. I've unlocked ports. Now I have a port capacity. Come back to my policies. And I want to look and see. Wealth tax is something I'll put up there. It's like state construction or something like that. where the buildings, some of the buildings will automatically be put down if I can afford them, like roads and ports and infrastructure pieces. Alright, so here's my wealth tax, and it starts with a 7. So that's fine. I'll put that there. Okay, everything looks fine now. I have 17 infantry and 12 archers. And it looks like I can afford it. And now I've ran out of political power, so I'm going to clear all my investments. And then I'm going to try to colonize as much as I can. I'll go here. I'm going to come to the north. Go there. Okay, and I'm already colonizing here. I should go here to Kofitakwachi, whatever it's called. I'll do that one. And I think that's all I can do for now. Yeah. Okay, good. And I unlocked naval trade, coastal trading. And my overland trade is still regional trails, and my companies is small shops. Military ships is unlocked now. I'll keep that right where it is as when it popped up there. The funding. The funding is at 1. So that's okay. I'll just wait and see if I can use them. And all these buttons up here I'm ignoring. Low military goods. Critical, popular opinion. Low national unity. I wish a civil war would break out, to be honest. So here's my markets. Local trading. At least if a civil war broke out, I could, try to test out my army. Get some, maybe, experience points. Maybe this goes up. Where's it at? Noble officers. It probably goes up when you battle. The more they win. Okay, the year 3580 BC. My tool supply is going up and down, kinda. Mainly more down than up. But it still does have little chunks of upness. Oh, maybe not. I'm going to come back into funding my crafting techniques. And my extraction techniques. I'll bring that up too. And I've unlocked urbanization. Awesome. So my military crafts is going up and down. That's good. Yeah, urbanization. Process of population concentration in cities. That's the best part of the game right there. And I'm just going to sit here and chill. It looks like I'm still colonizing, but very slow. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. And I should come up here too. Yeah. Oseti Sakowin. I'm going to colonize this. So all around me, I'm pushing my lands out. I want to be strong and powerful. And it looks like the city of Kunishan, Tito Huacan, and Sinshaoshui, they're better than me. That's a 90 and a 96. I'm only a 68. So we'll see what happens here. Maybe they'll declare war on me, try to invade me. Let me see here. What should I upgrade? Probably do smithing. I bet smithing would help with my tools. And I don't have any culture left. No political power. So I'm going to stop all my investments. And see, my biggest spend is on slow assimilation. And court language. Where's my court language at? Right here. The standardization and refinement of language used in royal court and among the elite. It fosters cultural development, increases elite satisfaction, but limits the spread of common language among the general population. Okay, I'm not going to invest in this. And I actually want this to be... I'm just going to have it at 1. That'll be fine. And I'll have a low investment all the way down to 1. And then I'll slowly start to not maintain it because it's wanting me to spend 0.4. They spend 0.5 holding slavery back. But that's a must. I just need to wait for these colonization efforts to finish. And this will be a good way to save some points. Okay, so here's my middle class that I've unlocked. Hell yeah. And now I have road capacity. And I look, overland trade now has paved roads. I look around at my other things. Crafting techniques is refined implements. What's my writing? Writing is basic symbols. Mathematics is simple arithmetic. And medicine is folk remedies. I still don't have any faith. And I'm not investing in theology, but it's going up. All of these things kind of go up over time on their own. I'm going to look at my population. I have 11 million people. 6% peasants, 6% seamen, 0.1% laborers, 2% priests, 0.9% merchants, 3% middle class, 4% soldiers, and 5% elite. And how's my colony looking? Let me see. 34% on that one, 39% left right there, and 56% left there. And I can't really save any money on anything. So I'm just gonna wait. I'll just wait it out. I wonder how else I could generate political power. Let's see, let me look around. Political power. Maybe philosophy. Overall culture. No, that wouldn't do it. It impacts various aspects of society and government. That might produce political power. What just popped up here? Metallurgy. So now I have smithing. Oh, that was one thing. I was investing in smithing. Oh, I forgot. Anyway, that's fine. So now I have copper working. So if I come here to my civil crafts, it should start to have copper tools. What uses the most tools? luxury craft, smithing, extraction, metal, military. They all basically use the same: agriculture, fishing. Yeah, now I have luxury crafts, so the elites can buy luxurious things. And I've also unlocked luxury availability, very scarce. Makes sense. Now my population is 12 million, and it's the year 3050 BC. And now I have warehouses, basic storage. Sweet. Things are looking good in my civilization. So now I have literacy. Some of my people can read and write, finally. Because I'm sending my elite people to school, looks like here. Now here's my corruption. I want to keep it minimum, invested at maxed, on minimum. So I wonder what happened where something messed up there. My bureaucracy, I'm going to keep this on high and on maximum. Because bureaucracy produces political power in exchange for money. Right, because I turned all my investments off. So I'm going to turn my palace all the way up, put it on maximum investments. I'm going to build my palace out. I'm going to put my central government back up too. But all of that isn't really working because I'm still assimilating. I'm still colonizing. So once again, I'm going to turn everything off. That's fine. It needs to be able to sit in its worst situation for me to enjoy the good situation, right? I do have an intellectual boom, a period of rapid scientific and philosophical advancement. So I'm going to press forward philosophy. It'll go slow, and I don't really have any political power. It's whatever. It doesn't mean I can't do anything, it just means I have to do things slower. You could spend 1 million political points and have it be stuck at 0, and it's still better than having 100 points stuck at 100, not using them. So I just unlocked popular education, so the normal people are now going to school. And the literature is basic records. And let's see, what's this? Philosophy. So now I finally have philosophy. And I'm going to come here and stop my investments. That's not going to work. Yeah, I need this central government here to continue to be invested in. Because this produces culture. And I'm going to lock the node. Hopefully this locks the investment. I'm not sure. But yeah, this definitely needs to be there. Same with bureaucracy. I'm going to produce a lot more political points than it takes. This one uses money. And my palace, I do want this invested. And that's okay if this is too low, because there's nothing I can do about it. I just have to get those 2 buttons higher. All of these things, all my government. And I need to continue to push this down too. But, you know, I'm going to ignore corruption. I have to. Can't do too many things at once. So anyway, I'm starting to produce political power. So now I can come to production. The corruption, let's see, it's going to cost me 2.5. I'm just going to wait. I'm almost at 2.5 anyways. And while I'm waiting for that, here, the state building edict. That's what I want. I'm going to put this on research. I do want to research citizenship too, but I'm starving for political power. Diplomatic corps, I don't want those. I want state building edict. It says a statewide edict to automate the research and construction of key regional infrastructure. This program marshals state resources state resources to expand irrigation, control floods, and build trade networks across all territories. While convenient, this centralized effort is slightly more costly than direct regional investment. So yeah, I'm going to do that one. And I also have another intellectual boom. So all the smart people of the world can come live here. And let's look at the political power going up. As soon as I hit 2.5, I'm going to turn my corruption back up to invest into the minimum. Yeah, not yet. Well, maybe. I'll wait till this hits 0. If it hits 0, I'll see if this negative number creeps up a little more with this being changed to go down. And nope, not yet. But I can afford the medium level. Yeah, once it hits 0, the fluctuations, it's hit or miss on how fast or slow things go up or down. And the state building edict is almost done. It's the year 2630, and my population is 14 million. And there's one more place I can colonize. And I'm not spending any money colonizing anymore, so I'm going to come down to Florida. So I'm going to start to colonize Florida. And I think that's it. I have Snilandia to the north of me, Emetu to the west, Nui to the west, and then to the south I have Wasaihi in the Mississippi Delta. Alright, so here's my state building edict. I'm going to open this, and I am trade infrastructure, build all, land control projects, build both. And I'm going to turn this all the way on max. And it says its maintenance is going to be 2.6. And it is. It's 3 maintenance. My central government bureaucracy. I'm going to come look at these. Make sure this is max. My palace, maximum, full investment. Same with bureaucracy. And corruption, minimum, full investment. And I'm at war with the OC Sakuan. And it looks like, let me see here, what place are they in? The state of Mchiu. The state of Mchiu. So they're on the top of the list. I'm on the bottom. Now if I click on them, I want to come and look and see what their army looks like. They're allied with almost everybody. I, on the other hand, have no allies. So there's that part. Okay, so first of all, before I unpause it, I have academia. I have my scholarly circles. And I'm running out of money. So I'm going to go ahead and put my palace down to the level that it's sitting at, and then keep it there. So it's at 22. Hopefully that'll get my money better, because my investment is 8. My maintenance is only 1. So I'll save 8 coins. Let's see now. Citizenship. I now have citizenship. I'm going to turn this all the way up to maximum. It's going to be called partial citizenship. Maximum citizenship. Okay. But that's going to cost me 0.17 culture. And I have enough culture, political points to do that. So that's important. It's important to give everyone citizenship. That'll help my unity. Now, another thing that just got unlocked is religious grip. The influence religious institutions have over society increases faith in priesthood. And my faith is still negative 0.5, so it's not quite there yet. Now I have unlocked also public land, limited state farms, extensive state ownership. That's going to cost political power, but give me increased production, and I have no need to spend investment. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put maximum public land. Generates wealth and treasury, supports bureaucracy, but overall reduces agriculture efficiency. Balances elite influence and ensures some state control over food production. I'm going to put this on 50. Extensive, dominant, extensive, substantial, moderate. I'll put it on 29. It's going to be called moderate public holdings, and that'll be alright. Actually, no, I need that cash. I need that money. So that's fine. I'll keep that there for now. At least until the war is over. I'll put pastoralism over here, which I just unlocked. It's a nomadic and semi-nomadic lifestyle. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and do battle in OC Sakhalin. So that's right here. That's this one right here. Okay. Now I'm click on this guy. Army power projection 188. Naval power projection 49. So I'm going to come back to my screen here and see my Army power projection is 25. Navy power projection 3. Okay, so I'm just going to pillage, try to pillage, or are they pillaging me? I think they're going to pillage me. And I'm going to take my infantry recruitment, I'm going to turn this all the way to maximum, and I'm going to, well, my public land is costing money. I'll come back to my public land. It's investing for culture, yeah. So I'm actually going to just put it on 20. It's on 8 right now. So I'm going to put it on 8 and keep it there. I won't invest anything into it. If it wants to grow by itself, I'll let it. But I'm not going to invest. So now the next thing is my state building edict. And that is going to be right here. And I'm going to turn this down to 10. Actually, no, I'm just going to turn off the investment. Like that. And I'll keep it where it is, I guess. So now I am spending money on recruitment. Okay, so I'll hit play and I'll see what happens. It'll probably change. Yeah, see, it's going up. My state building edict building here. I'm going to bring this down to 50. That's good. So now I'm earning money again. And I am battling with them. Hopefully I'll have some kind of a miracle and my units are very well aren't like at war. But it looks like it's not the case. I should do a direct tax, get some more money, and I'm going to take my missile recruitment and turn that all the way up to maximum. Oh, my direct tax is costing me a lot of political power, so I'm not going to invest in that. I don't have enough money to invest. I'm just going to focus on my war. Looks like there's a ton of battles going on. And I have a lot of casualties. This could be bad news. It looks like they might be fighting everybody. I'm going to pick land battle. Now I'm starting to lose money and culture points. And I just unlocked financial institutions. Let's see, my army projection power is 17. I have enough military crafts. And I'm definitely recruiting. I don't have any military goods. So I need to continue to push my crafting techniques up. I can't really afford to though. What can I get rid of? What can I get rid of? Let's see, nothing really. Corruption. I'm spending a lot of money pushing corruption down. It's not really worth it. It can get up to 500. Yeah, that's fine. I need to do that. I'm going to turn the state building edict down to 10. Don't really need that. And it looks like I'm losing all of my battles. I should do something to fix that. I'm going to end up losing the whole game. Let's see. Training grounds? No, I don't really have any money. I'm spending a lot on bureaucracy. And I need that for political points. Academia. Where's that at? I don't need academia. I'm going to turn that all the way down. That'll save me some money. And over here in Florida, I'm going to get rid of this. Put it on maximum, get it all the way to 0, and delete it. Someone else is down here colonizing anyways. Oh, I can't delete it. Just whatever. So now, at least I'm not spending any money doing that. Now I'm producing more money, so that's going to help my recruitment go a little faster. And I'm losing pretty hard. I think I can go for mercenaries. I'll try to push this through. I'll just do one level of funding. Yeah. I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to wait until I save up some money, and then I'll spend it on pushing it through. I don't want to put every penny I get into it right away. So I'll build up a lump sum, and then I'll push the whole lump sum into here all at once. I think 5 is good. So I'll push that in there. Okay, now I'll stop. Mercenary recruitments is done. So now I have my mercenaries. They're going to start fighting. Now they have to be balanced. Yeah, okay. Maximum. These are going to cost a lot of money. What am I spending money on? My palace. I need all this stuff. Let me go to my palace and see. It's producing 0.09 culture points, so that's not even that much. I'm going to turn it down to 10. That'll save me some money, I think. I'll spend the money while I invest, but it'll fix itself. Now back to the map. It looks like I'm not at war anymore. So I'm going to take my public land. I'm going to put this up. That way I get more money. But I don't want it up too high. I'll just have it be on 30. Because it's at 9 right now. And I definitely lost that war. Holy shit. It looks like these two people are trading. I should try to get into diplomacy. Let me talk to these guys up here. They have a pending commercial request. Let's see, what does it say here? New agreement, new agreement. They offer 1.79 seconds of wealth, 2.53 seconds of food. I'm going to try that out. That's really the first diplomacy I've ever done in this game. I've never done it before. So I'm taking in wealth, should be, from them. And I'm sending them food, which hopefully I have a whole lot of. Tools, food supply. Yeah, okay, that's fine. And I'm at war again. With two of them. The people I just traded with are now at war with me. Oh, and they're fighting Michigan. I guess I'll do capital battle on both. Land battle, capital battle, capital battle. My army projection's only 6. So it looks like I should focus a little more on my military and a little less on my people. Yeah, my casualties are going way high. They're fighting me in 3 different territories at once. But there's 2 administration collapses going on over here. Okay, so it looks like I pretty much lost Michigan. I'm gonna do pillage campaigns. That's all I can do. My army projection power is 0. My gold is at 0. My population is at 8 million and falling fast. But I do have an intellectual boom. My people are super smart. They know what's going on, so that's kind of bad. Yeah, they're hitting me from every angle here. My navy projection is 4. I have 0 missile forces. Okay. Yeah, all these numbers here, my resource numbers, are just plummeting. Maybe they're not. I'm not exactly sure how it works. My food is at 600. And here it says my state land now is at 60. And it looks like the only thing I own is just this small chunk of land here. Senacoma. Yeah, that sucks. And let's see, where can I save some money? On my palace. I'm gonna put this down to 5. No, I'll put it down to 2. Put it down to 2. Save some money there. And I'm at war again. I'm gonna do attacker land supremacy. I have 1.2 army projection power. Revanchelism. Let's see what this is. A nationalist movement driven by the desire to restore lost glory and reclaim perceived injustices. Wow. Yep, sounds about right. I'll put this up here. And here's the last battle. I've lost contact with everybody. I'm in the corner. I have 800,000 people left. Things aren't looking good. Looks like I'm going to lose. I'm excited to see the end screen. Oh, there it is. I did everything I could. I pushed my economy to its limits. It was a little too late. The remains of my civilization will be unearthed 10 years later. I got absorbed into the state of Mississippi Delta. The ruins of my religious monuments were found. Here's where I lost, right there. Let's see, where is agriculture? Where's my land? Artisan class? Not very much. Arable land. Yeah, so my arable land came here, way up, so I started to lose territory, then it fell. Civilian crafts, civil goods, citizenship. So right here, see, I started to get citizenship to people. Here's my fertility. I want to look for tools. Where's my tools at? Here we go. Here's the T, tool supply. Yeah, so it crashing into the ground. Trade expertise was up. Here's my wild reserves. Weapons technologies was on its way up too. Culture, court language, land battles. There's 3 of them. Oh yeah, because there was a bunch of different ones. 1 famine. Here's my culture. Here's my writing. Pictographs. I never got past I got basic symbols, pictographs. So let's go to mathematics. Right here, mathematics. Basic counting, simple arithmetic, geometric principles. I never got past that. Let me look at music. Oh, it doesn't say. Okay, what else would say? Metallurgy, copper working, bronze alloying. I got the bronze alloys. How about literature? No, just basic records. Let's see, what else can I look at? What else do I know was going higher? Let's see. Emerging civilization. Oh, I see. Central government. Bureaucracy? Re State bureaucracy. And it went from regional administration, district offices. Right, that's just whatever. Alright, that's it. So this is the end of my episode. Hit continue. Here's the main screen. Alright, well, I lost again, but that's fine. I learned a lot, and next time I'll see if I can get a little bit farther. And I'll see you later.